Hey there, paper geeks and glitter nerds. It's another crazy geek crafter. Oh, I need to move this a bit to see the chat. Okay, so last one, and yeah, Happy New Year. In a moment. This is the last one, and it is I think it's called an aperture die. It makes a hole in the card, and this is all decorations, kind of like a doily. So ready, got my card base ready, and I was thinking of doing some images, colored images with this. Maybe a sky in here with some fireworks and the cake out here and the clock and things. Since all I've been doing this year, or for this series, is color die cuts, why not color something else today? Let's start by... Oh, this is not the right paper. Thought I was ready. Let's see. Not big enough. I think I may have to go in the bigger stash. It's unfortunate that I didn't notice that. Come on. Let's do this one. Have run off with my pen again. Where did you go? I do have them all over the place, but for some reason there's always one missing somewhere, and then I steal the next one and the next one. Okay, let's cut this down. This is for the back side. Let's see this beauty in action. Alright, I need my trash can. This is gonna take a while, sorry. I'm gonna have to do it again. one piece down. It's just a few pieces left in here I need to get out. It is very nice. It's one of those dies I really have to remember I have it to use it. Yeah, there. All clean. Okay, I put it wrong. Apparently these are not square. Oh well. Okay. Go. Right. Then the question is, what color panel I should do. This will fit, right? Yes, it will fit. Other one stuck in there. Any more? No. Is it? I'm thinking a white panel maybe. And then dark blue behind. I'm pretty sure I have more of this one if I need it. And then with the fireworks in here, and the cake and the bottle and decorations outside. Good. White panel. White it is. I've really been using up my bigger scraps with these projects. I think this will do. Let's see. 13 and 1, 2, 3 millimeters and 9 centimeters. And I don't have dies for these, so they'll be very fun to cut. I think I need a new piece of paper. Most of this transferred onto my card before. Let's just see where I have my papers at the moment. And I don't put this in for extra pressure. I simply put it in because this and this have a tendency to transfer. It's gonna be close. Interesting. Dirty already. That's better. Let's put it up a tiny bit above the center. All right, here it goes. Yeah, good. And clean up. Such. I don't think I need this one anymore. So let's push that away. Oh. Maybe I should attach some power to this thing. Then some cleanup. Forgotten that I'm not particularly chattering in the morning. And some people say this isn't even morning, but it is to me. I did get up an hour early to open this and take out the shrimp so they can thaw before we have to eat them later. I'm thawing them in the fridge just to be safe. Really don't need food poisoning for the new year. So just been doing a few things. I'll need a bigger piece of this. I do have some. Let's just 13, 1, 2, 3 millimeters. And 9 centimeters. I have to take off a millimeter or something on each side so that it doesn't peek out when I put it here. That'll be hard to line up and get really straight, but for now, this will stay as this. Let's stamp the things I need to color. Just take the mini, and I'll need some alcohol-friendly paper. This was not it. This one really likes to hide. And yes, it's the first time I'm using this. And it has no closure. Now, if I don't do this, just a minute. If I don't put tape on this to keep the two pieces together, I will lose the top part, or the one that peels off. I'll lose it for sure. I have tried that, and I know I need to keep them together, otherwise they run away on me. So I always check. A lot of brands does it, but there's also a lot who doesn't. And this just keeps me safe from losing anything on my desk. Alright. Ah, let go of me. Put that away. Again, to those who don't know, this is what we traditionally eat at 12 o'clock in Denmark for New Year's. It is marzipan mixed with powdered sugar. Oh, not powdered. Oh, I forgot my sugar terms. The white kind, not the brown kind. It really looks like powder, the sugar. And egg whites, and then you bake it afterwards. If you fancy, you dip it in chocolate, the bottom, and then the lines going across are made with royal icing, which is mostly kept white. Have seen other colors, but mostly for New Year's it's white. I know in Norway they use these cakes for all kinds of celebrations, but in Denmark it's more of a New Year's thing. And I talked about this early in the month. We did have a slightly more fancy version for our wedding cake. My husband loves marzipan, so do I. I think he's a bit more obsessed with kransekage than me, but that's all right. There we go. And I wanted a cake I couldn't make myself. And after 10 years of cake decoration in my spare time, I can do quite a lot. And I have made wedding cakes for friends. So the bar was high. I especially love royal icing on cakes. People who can do that old school, it's respect. So much respect for that. Let's do... Oh, I need... I normally keep a piece of acetate behind this... What's it called? The paper mat, but I can't do that after I switched to the grip mat. Do I have one over here? No, of course not. Of course I don't. Let's just get this back apart. It's just when you re-stamp a stamp, sometimes there's still some ink on it, and I don't want to smudge my cardstock. So, I normally have something here. Sometimes use it for coloring. Oh, here it is. Let's just use this. Okay, so I'm thinking 2 glasses. I need the clock. Let's just start down here. And let's do some fireworks, noisemakers, and that's everything but the confetti. And I really don't want to cut that out. I don't like margins on my stamps, so I cut it to the line, on the line, Oh, hello there, Anne. So, let's see. I hope your neighbor got the help she or he needed yesterday. And that all is well in your household. Yeah. So now this needs to dry before I can actually color it. If I try to color it with my alcohol markers right away, the ink will bleed. It needs to set for a second. I can heat set it. I probably will need to. Normally when I make a project, I stamp it and go away, come back later, hours later mostly. But we don't have time for that now. I do have other things to do today. And tells me that it was an electricity problem with the washing machine. Oh, panic, panic. You need clean clothes for New Year's. And problems with electricity are generally the worst. That and water. Because especially with the water, you can rarely wait to see if it just goes away. Since I'm gonna heat set anyway, I should do the fireworks actually. Where did I put that? Oh. Okay, someone has just fired off a rocket. Fireworks rocket. It's 10:30 in the morning. Noon, whatever you want to call it. That can seriously not be something pretty to look at. It's far too light out. The sun is shining on my window. People weird. And Jaina, our neighbors have been good about not using fireworks up until now. There were a bit yesterday and some days before that, but she has not gotten used to it yet. So she will be barking, which is annoying. Oh, I need this again. Forgot. Let's put this in here. And this, so I can gauge where to put my fireworks. I'm gonna heat emboss this. I think here, so I get 2 stars in here and 1 outside. And I don't have another one here. Let's put that in too. And maybe I should do one at a time so I can do it different colors. Look at my metallics. Let's see, this is copper. Now let's do the small one in copper. And it's white and silver's next. I like silver. Let's do silver. All right, and this. Oh, it's been a while since I heat embossed. Everything I have to remember: the anti-static powder, which in my case is just talcum, in a disposable washcloth, or several of them, because otherwise it just falls out too much. That, and I have to be ready with this one. I have to heat up the heat gun and turn off the sound so I don't ruin your ears. I'll try to go as quickly as I can with this. Okay, here goes the sound. And I'm back. That should be everything dry and ready. I don't know where the spoon went for this one though. That's a bit odd. I use wooden spoons, if you're wondering, because they create less static in my embossing powder, since I took them out of their little round containers for ease. There is more static around them in general, but the wooden spoons don't make it worse. Let's put that away. I have to remember them though when I make the list. Just don't have the room for them. Let's clean these. They don't really mix the style of these two, but I think it'll be okay because it's fireworks. And I'm thinking I will color this in with Perfect Pearls. I think that'll be good for that. I'll put this here. This is where it came from. So help me, so help me. Sorry. There. I like my stamps to be the right way up and down and yeah, all directions. It may take me a bit longer to get some things done because of that, but I do think it's worth paying that much attention. Let's just take most of this off. And yes, the powder was a bit much. I think I refilled it recently, and that's why it's so happy to see me. Let's see. Just move my water over here. I am drowning in scraps. I can't wait to clean all this away. Those here, so I can get to my markers. I think this will be nice. More cardstock and markers. And I have my sheet here. Should we maybe start with the champagne? Funny fact about me, I don't drink alcohol, and that is odd in my country, by the way. There's a big culture when it comes to drinking, and it just never spoke to me in any way. I don't like the taste, and a lot of my friends would say, well, you just have to get used to it. And I'm the same way with coffee, because why should I just get used to it if it doesn't taste good? I did try drinking when I was younger. But, did I pick the dark one? Yes, I did. But, yeah, I get aggressive, apparently, when I get drunk. I've been drunk, not particularly drunk, but I still remember everything. So, but, afterwards, one of these times where I had half a bottle of vodka, clean vodka, that was all I was drinking. I wasn't putting anything in it, because I didn't see the point. It's gonna taste bad anyway. So, but she told me I was actually scary when I was drunk. So I haven't seen any reason to explore that side anymore than that. And sometimes it's a bit sad. I would love to love wine, for instance. Let's do the free. Need a birch color here. See all these people in movies, and when we go out to dinner, and there's a wine menu and everything, and I'm just not interested. That makes me a bit sad. I feel left out there. But the same with coffee. I don't do coffee either. So, and I have them in the right order there. So I used the BG from darkest to lightest BG 51, 50, and 53. And no, the numbers make no sense whatsoever. I'm so happy that I found this chart. It's made by a YouTuber called Scraps and Stamps. She is more active on Instagram now. She doesn't really make videos anymore, but I found her on Instagram and I asked her if I could make a digital version and share it with other people and myself, of course. And she said, okay, so I did that. I didn't make it before asking her, just for myself, but other people wanted to know if they could have it, and she said yes. So the only thing that is not on here actually is the fluorescent ones, because I don't have them, so I never put them in here. And this was my first version. But I think this is a better way to see it than I do have one of those. This one comes from the company, and it just doesn't work as well for me. This works far better because you have some pinks here and some over here. I can't see if they match. This is just better. All right. Onwards. That would be some kind of goldenish color, right? So that would be up here. YR 31, 32, and Y22. I don't think I need 3, but just in cases. I think my husband is getting up now. Jana will be happy. She found it really odd that I got up and he stayed in bed. Last 2 days he's been working, so he had to get up early. But I could stay in bed. Since I'm currently unemployed, so I have to work on that in the new year. Hopefully it'll resolve itself in some way. I do hope so. It's not that I like not having a job. It's just been a hard year in regards to that. The yellows. I may have to write these down instead because this is going to take up a lot of space. Maybe I should do the crest here also in the dark. Good morning, my love.
Good morning.
Oh. I need to be more careful. And if anyone was with me yesterday when I did a live, I said that my husband might be making bread. He was. So I'll have a very nice lunch today. Alright. Maybe I should just keep that white. That would be a cold white. I could do green. Green gray for that actually. I rarely use the green gray, but why not? Why not? Let's live a little. And I have green and blue grays as alternatives to cold and warm. And these only have from, let's see, these go 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Whereas with the cold and warms, you have from half all the way to 9, every single one. Half, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. Okay, let's see. Let's make this look a bit round. I can remove that. Looks like I am in luck. At least it's less visible now. Okay. Whee! Those. And I do my very big coloring projects, I'll have them all the way across my table. And I keep them out because sometimes you forget things and you have to go back. I write down all the color combos as I go. And I'm also recording, so if anything goes wrong, I can go back into the recording and see if I've missed anything important. So, champagne. I could make it pink, but I don't think I want to. Some kind of yellow color, I guess. Maybe one of these down here. And then the colorless blender, let's try Y30. Let's try this. And I'll probably put some glossy accents on it so that it looks shiny. The glass looks shiny. And I can do some bubbles as well coming out of the glass. I think that works. And then the palest blue I can find for the glass, that'll be one of these, I think. Let's take mint B143. Just that hint of a shine mark. Okay. Well, let's see. If I color in all the things that have designated colors, like champagne bottle, you will recognize it by the green and the gold. And this will be, the icing will be cold gray. I can do that one. But the cake, I actually have one in the kitchen. I'll be right back. It is wrapped up though, so I don't contaminate it by moving it in here. I just need to see the color. It may be these two, actually. BR 101 and 104. Okay, let's try that. This is the darker one. At the bottom. Real carefully. And this one, the line isn't double, so I'm thinking they did a different technique on the cake. It's not a real cake, it's just a drawing. But that's the way my brain works. I think I need to do some dotting to give it some texture, maybe. Okay. And then the lighter color. It's kind of tiny. I'm sorry about the silence. And I don't think you want to hear me hum any more jingle bells. And I don't know the melody to Auld Lang Syne so well that I can actually hum it. Whether that is actually a New Year's song, I don't know, but it is in a book series I follow. That's the song they sing on New Year Day. That's the cake all done. And the frosting. It's not gonna be a lot of shading though. Just a tiny bit. Goodness. He keeps on going. Now they're sending off more fireworks at this hour. It's really weird. Should wait for the darkness. I'm guessing it's people with children. Let's see. Because it's not just the things that go boom. Let's see. The flags. These are Danish flags, so I'll need this one. And let's do 11. They are very tiny though. So. So tiny. I think maybe I'll color in the star with the perfect pearls like I would do with the fireworks. And being very careful with the cross in the middle, not getting any color. That I did get a little bit down here, but not so much outside because that I can cut away. The red is notoriously hard to remove, and it tends to bleed a lot. So hopefully when it's dry, I can fix the little boo-boos I have with a gel pen. Hopefully. No guarantees there. Alright. I should do the plate as well. That should be a cold one. Cold gray. 9 and 7. Oh, not that end. Then we can turn it over. And then it's just every color, I guess. Usually you use some sharp ones for decorations. The stick will be probably made of wood. Let's do some wood color. 02. Yeah, raw umber. This is gonna be one of the longer lives. I knew that when I decided to do stamping and coloring, but it is the last day. Okay. Those were dark greens. I probably should do some lighter green. Some light blue maybe. Let's do B262 and B66, right? 66. Big dot blue. I can always put more shimmer on this. That's one of the things I love about the new year. All the glitter. All the glitters. Let's do the pink combo we used. Are you not in your hole? Because that's not your hole. RP. There. And then maybe a purple one. Those are not... I need some more range in the purple as well, I see. That one maybe. But what to blend with? That one? P82. PB 73. There. I'm uncertain. I don't think that's the right one. No, it's not the right one. I'm just gonna have to layer it, I think, because I can't really see any middle color for that one. Okay, let's move this over here a bit. Like I said, these markers take up a lot of space. Let's start with this one. Okay. This was the dark one. And then it's needed a dark gray for the inside of the horn, I think you call it. And for this part here, the mouthpiece, I guess. Let's do that there as well. Okay. Let's do the red on this one as well. Careful not to make a candy stripe. That would not be right. Skip 2, color 1, skip 2, color 1, skip 2, skip 2, my darling. Maybe a turquoise or something, which is not really green. Or yellow? Let's do yellow. Let's do Y35 and 45. Then what? It's not, right now we're boarding on a candy cane, and that's not what I wanted. Let's just do the purple again. I don't think I'll color the clock at all. So now we just need to rock it. Oh, I think that's supposed to be yellow in there. Okay. Let's do blue. And this was the dark blue. Just do it like this. And then color the top gray. I should have a, and I didn't. Let's take cool gray one here. Just let's hope I can remember all of those combinations. how many to cut by scissor and how many to cut with a knife. Let's start by cutting them apart. Maybe if I switch the blade, this will go easier. This is bad blades. New blade. Gonna wipe it because these always have some oil on them. Okay. This back. Start here. This is something you rarely see on my channel because I usually just speed it up a lot because I think it's boring content. That's probably because I've been doing it since I was like 8. Not this well though. That came later. But yeah. I will run my, I'll try to remember to run my marker, black marker over the edge. So the paper is hidden. I prefer that look. There's one of the reasons why I don't buy too many dies for these things is I don't like the sticky look that you get when there's a white border. And when I've gone to this much trouble, I don't want to see it either. Here. Let's do this one again. hardest thing about this process is to find the right pressure for the paper you're working with. There we go. And not cutting yourself. You learn to keep your fingers out of the way. Let's see. Let's tackle this one. This is the one I fear. I may just cut off the star actually, because it's only attached by a stick. So is that one. That's gonna be fun. And this one. Let's see if I can keep this one. Flag is out. Sorry if you can't see what I'm doing. I'm really trying here to stay out of the way and see what I'm doing at the same time. Okay. Okay. Just gonna thicken it a little bit. I can color that in black later. I think that's the best solution. Now I'll just cut off the star. We are getting to it. Alright. Always good to look at the back side. So you can see where it's often the ends that don't meet. That's why I overcut on the straight lines. So I'm sure they intersect. It's harder when you're doing curves where you can't overcut. Oh, we're missing that piece there. This to be good. Just like that. Should be able to take this piece out. Let's just cut this part off. This one. This is gonna be the hardest one, so it's gonna take the longest. I still need to cut in between these two flags. Okay. Did it help? Whee! I did it. Yeah. I prefer to start with something easy and then move on to the hardest thing, so the rest seems easy peasy by then. Come on, little one. You want to be free. Just here at the neck, I think it's... Oh, up here is neck. Bottle, glasses. Oh, that, maybe I should find the die for that one. That's not going to be fun. Do that by hand. I'm gonna cut off this part. I can put in a piece of twine or something instead. I normally do that with the tails of the mice on the lawn fawn, for instance. I often replace that with a strand of embroidery floss, thread, whatever you call it. I do not know how to see the difference. Hello. All right. And last one. And this is where you have to keep your fingers. Oh, and wrote she had to go because the guests are coming in 15 minutes. So Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, and if I didn't get to catch you before you left. Be careful. Our guest, it's only one this year, will be coming later, after I've napped, because I'm gonna need a nap after this. Okay, and a die for that one. Let's see about that. That should be one without detail. So that'll be press card. And yes, this takes a long time, and I do have a machine that could have done it, but it's just, I don't trust the machine to not cut wrong. And with something small like this, I don't care. So too small, too big. I guess we're going with the big one. It's a bit off, but I'll be okay. I will be okay with that. Putting these back where they came from. So help me, so help me. Sorry, I can't help it. Put this away. We have to color this one in with some perfect pearls. all of these. Some Perfect Pearls water. Let's do it with this instead. There's not a lot of mic in this, so I'm just gonna add a bit from my stash with a pencil. I'm gonna need a fine one, so I'm gonna take this. These are actually for nails. Nail art. I have a tiny tip. I think that'll be useful here. Oh, don't put it in the water. That was not how it's supposed to go. Let's see. I think that'll do. And I only have this one color of the Perfect Pearls, so this is all gonna be the same color. I can smell the bread. That is so nice. I'm sorry about the silence. I'm just not very talkative this time, and there's some concentration needed here. That, and I can feel the strain of this long crafting period. I try to never, or I try to not go over half an hour when I craft, because my back doesn't like it, but I don't have time to finish this later. I want to finish it now. Promise I'm trying to color inside the lines here. And I need to remember to save this for the elements over here that need shine. But I can't do that until they're stuck on the card. I think that'll be the best time to do it, because otherwise I'll need to wait for them to dry, and I don't have time for that. Can't really handle an object that is still wet and gives off mica. I think that's what's in here. Anything else that needs a little extra maybe? This stuff. Yeah, let's put this over here while this dries. I can put some foam on these objects. Need to have a place to put the foam. Oh. My foam strips. I think actually these will be perfect for this. I should go white, I think, because the top layer is white. Wipe this up before I have mica everywhere. Oop. Yeah, that was not the right thing to do. Just needs a bit dry to put these on. Glasses and the horn. Okay. Let's start here. Some smaller pieces. For the flags. And down here. Start with that. See if this is small enough. Not really. Okay, so these are covered now. Yes. Come on. Sorry about the head. Okay. No scissors. Skinny ones. This is really gonna be fun to take off all of the backing. And that was a joke. It's not gonna be fun. Ooh. But at least the card would be supported. So. Wait a bit. And then the clock needs some tape as well. As such. I have to remember that this one is sticky and so is this one because the backing came off. Put away that, put away this. Right. And I needed to cut off a tiny bit of this one. Cutting me, please. Suffice. Yeah. And now it fits. Maybe I should put that on foam as well. Should be fairly easy to do. Then I just need to get this on straight. Good luck to me. Good luck to me, I'm just saying. Stibus is a friend of mine. She writes that her husband, or spouse creature, as we call them, is concerned that my spouse creature is coughing so much, and I have to wish him warm hugs and all the best. I will. My husband has a tendency to cough for like 10 to 18 weeks after he gets sick, and he's just been sick again because we went on holiday, and he always comes home sick for some reason. So, but I will pass that along in a moment when I'm done with this card. But I hope you are enjoying the day, Stibus. I'm not stressing too much about having guests. Let's put some glue on this. So I have a little bit of time to fix it if I get it crooked. I've been there already. No, don't clog on me now. Please don't do that. Better. Not really a good time to do that. Dumb bottle. Okay. See, just gonna be in the way for a sec. I think I did it. Let's turn it over and see. There we have it, the window to the fireworks. Steve writes that she is for once ahead of schedule. They are having family over for New Year's. We actually normally party together, but they had the chance to be with some family from who lives outside the country. So they took that chance, and I get that. We'll party next year. So all through the year. We've been doing nothing but partying this year, so let's just keep that going. Okay, let's put this up here. And this one, I knew it was gonna stick, but this one I can place for fun, just to see where I want it. And then maybe these in between. Don't need an extra foam square up there. Okay. Maybe like so. So these will need some extra foam on the top there. I don't mind that the rocket dips like it's flying in through the window. That's okay. My body is telling me it's time to finish. That's for sure. Just want to snip this. So I'm afraid it's going to go down too far. This one. Oop, off it went somewhere. I may find it someday. Okay. I had to run the marker. I almost forgot. Run the marker. Descend. And yes, let's color me in also. Back when I did cake decorations, I would always turn up to parties with blue and green fingers from the food coloring. Now it's just ink instead. Apparently I just attract color. Oh, this is gonna be the fun one. Just trying to find some way to hold this so I don't break it off. Carefully, real carefully. I think I've been all the way around now. Good. So I need to glue these down. Ooh, not to me. Not gluing to me, please. And then add the shimmer all over. And then the card will be done. And I can get on with other preparations for today. Have to go fix the salmon. Cut some vegetables maybe. Or maybe that can wait till later. And no need to color in the clock since it has a white outline. Let's start with this one. Oh, that means we've been here almost 2 hours. Let's do this one. almost pulled that off. The flag, that is. Not just the backing, but the flag. It's very flimsy. Right. Let's put on these. And the glasses. Okay. And then some shimmer. And this to have some. And let's do glasses. Really see how this is not water friendly paper. It really sucks the moisture out first, and then the mica sticks. I need some more water. Okay. And then these should have some. We're almost there, I think. Yeah. A New Year's card for the very last day of the Advent calendar. Let's just clean up a tiny bit, at least. Oh, I have to mount this on the card base. Otherwise, it's not really done, is it? That's heck. And I think I'll finish just in time for lunch, which is great. All right. Stop doing that. Okay. Let's just put this on top for it to dry. Now I have to fix this next year. Again. Let's put the scissors away. Nice. Have to put this on the list. I have to remember the embossing powders. I need to clean this. Okay, put it away. Oh, that concludes. Yep, there's the sound for the food. That concludes my 25th advent calendar. So I will be back in the new year, but with videos. I think I'll pick a day in the week to do a live still, but only be the one day in the week. Not like this every single day. It's been hard. Fun, but hard. So Happy New Year to you. I hope you'll be having a good day, evening, this year. And until then, på gensyn.